Hello everyone and welcome back to Steel Division 2. Today we have an updated quick play 1v1 tier list. And so as you can see in the kingdom, I've picked it from the kingdom, from I Want the Internet. He did ask people around what they were thinking, and but basically this is his explanation here. And it is mostly his opinions, but also taken from other people. So this is a new tier list for quick play and rank. Most important thing is you don't know opponent division and map. So the more universal division is, the higher it will be ranked. The more positive matchups it will have, the higher it will be placed. The more maps it can dominate, the higher it will be placed. Pretty much is a base relative power of deck, not based on map or direct comparison to another one. Hard mean it's harder to play and have more matchups that requires a lot of work to win, lack in specific maps type, especially 2K. Alright, so now that this has been explained, let's get back into our image here. And so as you can see, and if you didn't understand what that text meant, is basically just because a division is lower, as we can see over here, doesn't mean they absolutely suck. It just means that they're very much more map dependent, situation specific, you know. So if you want to go into QP or rank, these are the division that you should, in the opinion of I Want the Internet and some other people from the kingdom, these are the divisions that you should be picking. In S tier, we have the 2nd Infantry Indian Head. In my last tier list, I explained these guys in much details. And I said I would do more of these, but since the tier list kind of changed, you know, I was waiting a little bit. Today, we will do the 84th Soviet Division. So, but to go on, there's the 84th, there's 26th Panzer Division, there's, I believe this is 17 SS. Don't hate me, I don't know these division logos by heart still, after 3,000 hours of playing. Yeah, it is 17 SS Division, 4th Fallschirmjägers, and 78 Zoom. So if you pick any of these divisions in QP, then you are in for a good time. What you need is the skills and the knowledge on how to play them. And so this is something we're going to explore together. Maybe not the skills, but the knowledge of at least how to build your division, your deck. On my opinion, obviously, on Hobo's opinion. So we're going to go, while you watch that tier list, I'm going to go and pick 84. Did I say 86 earlier? Anyway, 84th Guard Strelkovy. Alright, let's go into the game and pick these guys. We'll go look at the tier list more after that. But tier list video. I will put that deck in the description of the game, of the video, so keep an eye for that. Alright, let's take a look. They have their infantry started to be expensive near the end. Anti-tank is getting quite expensive as well. Alright, well, let's go into here. They have regular recons. These recons, they can be good because they're resilient. But probably you would do better with the snipers. 4 snipers, 8 snipers. I mean, you've got snipers till the end of days with that. The infantry, what makes them good? 84th. Well, I don't play 84th much, I'm going to be honest with you guys, but already my game knowledge can help here. The fact that they have Strafniki really helps a lot. So you might want to get, depending on if you're playing Maverick or not, you might want to get the Strafniki in either A or B. If you're playing Balance, I would say go for B. If you're playing Maverick, I would say go for A. And they also have Gavardia DP, 3 cards of them. So any Soviet division that has 3 cards of Gavardia DP is going to be great, because these guys, they have the DP 28, which does 40 suppress, 1 damage. They got 2 of them. And this is already counted as 2. So 1 DP28 will do 20 suppression and 0.5 damage. So there you go. 20 suppress, 1 damage. They only shoot at 750 meters, but for a rifle unit, that is pretty normal. Anyway, you want them 1 star all the time, guys. Pick 1 star veterancy on your infantry, or else they're going to suck. The only time you don't want 1 star veterancy would be in phase C. But this time, we'll put 2 Gavardia DP plus 1 Shrafniki 1 star in phase A. And we'll put 1 Gavardia unvetted in phase C. Let's remember that we're building our deck in Maverick. So phase C is really going to be there to stretch the game if you need so. They also have Chernos. This might be worth taking. You know, maybe you want to do that. In this case, you would put the Shrafniki in phase B. Personally, I'm not going to take the Cherno, but I know some good players do use them. Anyway, you'd want probably a leader in phase A. 4 of them for $15. That's a pretty good deal. And you'd probably want some CQC infantry in B to help push. And you'd want some in phase A as well. In fact, you know what? Let's put both CQC in phase A, and that's a problem. We don't have 2 cards of Saperi. So which one we're keeping? The Saperi Rocks are making this division very special because they got 4 PPSH, 5 SVT, 2 DP28, and 1 Flamethrowers. They're a beefy squad. Of course, they can't use these machine gun in the forest, but still, the SVT makes them strong. They are quite expensive. Let's put them in phase B. There you go. As you get them 10 of them at 1 star, so we're gonna do that for the infantry. I think we're gonna stop there for the infantry. The tanks, obviously, you get a lot of IS-2s. So let's take 1 IS-2 1 star for phase A, and we're gonna take the 1944 variants for phase B, and I think we're gonna stop there. I think with 3 IS-2s in a 1v1 game, it should be more than enough. And if we get more, it gets really expensive. Plus, you're in Maverick, so at the end you get 80 points. So you don't want to get too much. Anyway. Now, the fact that we only have 6 medium tank in phase A means you're going to want some medium tank support for phase B. And this is where you're getting it in the support tab. You get some KV1. It's a good deal. KV1s are okay. These guys, oh wait, they are KV8S. They do 75 mil damage. That's not the greatest, but whatever. It's just there to support the infantry, really. And yeah, and they do have flames too, so why not? You probably want some ISU 152 in phase A. You want some good strong stuff to start the game with. There you go. Now we're gonna take some flamers. You always want these to capture the flags. I tend to always put them 1 star. That way, if they meet another flamer squad, they'll naturally have the advantage. These OB25, yeah, you'd want them. You want to start the game with Ognomechiki to take some early spot. OB25 and some machine gun. There you go. I take the SG43 because they have 1250 meter range. And then a supply truck. Why not? Coconut. Some players might want to take these guys. I don't play like that. So I'm going to go with my all-time favorite anti-tank weapon, the M42. Really, really great weapon. My most hated anti-tank weapons are the ZIS-3s and ZIS-2. I know they're good, but they're not good with me. But yeah, no, we'll take them in this deck. I guess you could take an extra this tree in phase A. In phase A, you never have too much. You know what I mean? Because if you run out of stuff in phase A, you're a little bit, you know. You need some stuff to keep going. Anti-hair, they don't have the greatest, but they have just what they need. I mean, that's plenty enough. There you go. Boom. That should be enough to stop. And you know what? We'll take these guys in phase A. So you put these guys a little bit back. These guys are not meant to fight tanks. They're just there to kind of chill. Yeah. Artillery. Well, obviously you'd want the off map because you're playing on a Maverick income. You want mortars. Now, in my opinion, I would take 2 cards of mortars. That's because I love using them. I love using their smoke. But I know most people won't, so I won't put them there in the deck. I'll share publicly. I'm going to use instead these guys. Now these guys, they have 36 shells, which isn't that much, but I mean this should be enough to counter battery. You get some ammo here for your mortars and for some of these, and you also got 2 cards of ammo with these guys. You want the cheaper price because you're playing on Maverick income. So by phase C, if you haven't win already, then you'd probably want, you know, cheap artillery to deploy. And alternatively, you want separate ammo trucks to deploy as well. Alright, for the air, you're pretty well suited with the IL-237. Now, these guys have 37mm AP. For the sake of this video, well, maybe I should. I was going to say I'm going to take the IL-237 and not this guy, not the fighter bomber, but the other, because I know you guys, most people probably won't have the micro enough to use this guy correctly. Also, I found that there's a bug with this guy, so I took it once, and you know what? They just wanted fire their 37mm AP. And I don't need to get the advices on the comments. I know how to work these guys out, and they simply just bugged out. So I much prefer have peace of mind. Take these instead. You'd probably want at least 2 yaks vetted up. Maybe not. Here. And set 8, 9, 10. We've got 3 more points to use, I guess. We could go into the infantry. We could go get a commander as well. I think we're going to get a commander because we get a commander here. We got a leader here. We got 4 leaders. We got some, you know, 37 mil. Might as well get a commander. Use these guys to put our units to 3-star and also put this guy close to the AA. I think, I don't play Maverick that much, but I think that's a decent deck. You've got medium support, 12 total. What makes this division really strong, really, it is the IL-2 1944. These are the best in the game. There's 180mm armor, 200mm penetration. I mean, they do great. They do great. They got Zis-2s, which even though I personally hate them, they are very good technically. The M42s that every Soviet division has are excellent. The IL-2 37mm. You've got good off-map. You've got a really decent support card, in my opinion. You got nice snipers, and you got a decent, you know, a good... You got a pretty... not just a decent. With the Gavardia DP, you definitely got a really good infantry card there. I would say you could even remove the artillery here, and then you get 2 more points for fighter bomber plane is always a good idea. So we'll go for these Yak 1Bs. There you go. And you use the Yak 1B here, the fighter Yak 1Bs, you use them to protect the IL-2s. You don't use them to go around chasing Fokker-Wolves or stuff like that. Just use them to protect the IL-2. Yeah, that would be my tier list deck of 84 Guard. The second best division for QP according to the Kingdom. And more specifically, I won the internet. But there you go. Let's keep going with that tier list. Now, we have 26 Panzer. 26 Panzer is a good run-of-the-mill. It has pretty much everything you'd want. It has a lot of infantry, a lot of tanks, a lot of AA. It's just, you really, like, it's probably the best German Panzer division you could get. And they're extremely volatile. So, in any map, they can be good. And so that's why they are put here in third place. Now we got 17 SS, a very, very good Vanguard division. Could even go to say, a Maverick division. Could even go say a Vanguard division. Fort Fallschirmjäger, 78 Sturm, they're really polyvalent. This is the word I was looking for when talking of 26. 78 Sturm's only lack is that they'll have difficulties fighting against a recon car rush. Because they don't have much. But anyway, and then in Phase A, you got 26, 44, 97, your regular, Soviet division. You've got TF-45, 1st DFL, Tatra, 20th Panzer. You get Artonek and 2nd Panzerlos. Really good divisions to play with in QP. Let's go take a look at the bottom one, the trash tier. 19P was never good. 29 Tank Corps in second position. For me, 29 Tank Corps has always been great. So I don't know. This one left me puzzled. There's 7th Estonian, 14 Infantry. I would disagree with 14 Infantry. I've had a lot of success with them on the field. There's 12 SS Division. I wholeheartedly disagree with that as well, because 12 SS in Vanguard is extremely good. There's also Panzerwaffen in the trash. And, well, I think Panzerwaffen is great too. No matter the situation, I think you've got an answer. Especially with the mortars. But, everyone has mortars. So, to me, Panzerwaffen is much better than Grossdeutschland. Grossdeutschland was put in B phase. Anyway, so this was the tier list. I think I might do a couple of videos with 12 SS in a Vanguard. So if you want to keep your eyes out for the future videos. And yeah. Now, just for the record, the Romanian division in A is 6 Corpul, while the one in C is 9th Infantry. We'll assume that because the devs put the same logo on the division, some unexplainable reason. So just by knowledge alone, we're going to assume that 9th Infantry is the one in C. All right, guys. I hope this is going to help you out for your next venture into QP. Check out the deck code in the description, and I will see you guys all later or on the battlefield. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.